Projection is one of the most common psychological reasons why people suddenly hate you without any real cause. In psychology, projection occurs when someone unconsciously attributes their own unacceptable thoughts, feelings, desires, or flaws to another person. Essentially, they see in you the exact things they dislike or feel ashamed of in themselves. For instance, a chronically dishonest person who refuses to admit it may become irritated or hostile toward you precisely because you are honest and straightforward. Your integrity acts like a mirror, reflecting their own dishonesty back at them, which creates deep discomfort. Instead of facing their inner conflict, they externalize it by disliking, criticizing, or even hating you. This defense mechanism, first identified by Sigmund Freud and later expanded in psychoanalytic theory, protects their fragile ego. The hatred feels real to them, but it has almost nothing to do with your actual behavior. It's their own suppressed guilt, insecurity, or failure being projected outward. People who project heavily often do so unconsciously, so they truly believe you are the bad one. Understanding projection is liberating. Next time someone irrationally hates you, pause and ask, what part of themselves are they seeing in me? This insight helps you stop internalizing unnecessary blame and respond or walk away with clarity and emotional strength. Jealousy and envy are powerful drivers of unexplained hatred. When you succeed, look good, get attention, achieve goals, or simply live a happier life, it can trigger deep resentment in others, especially those who feel stuck or inferior. Psychologically, your progress becomes a painful reminder of what they lack or failed to achieve. Instead of feeling inspired, their ego interprets your success as a personal attack on their self-worth. Envy turns into hatred because hating you allows them to temporarily feel superior. They don't deserve it, they're fake, or they cheated somehow. By tearing you down, even silently, they restore a false sense of balance in their mind. This is especially common in competitive environments, workplaces, social circles, families, or online spaces. The more visible your wins, the stronger the backlash can become. Research in social comparison theory shows that upward comparisons, comparing ourselves to someone better, often lead to negative emotions like envy when the gap feels unbridgeable. The key truth, their hatred is not proof that you're doing something wrong, it's proof that you're doing something right. Keep shining. Their envy is their burden, not your flaw. Protect your energy by limiting exposure to chronic enviers and surround yourself with people who celebrate growth instead of resenting it. Some people hate you because your presence feels like a threat to their fragile sense of self. When you speak with confidence, hold strong opinions, set boundaries, or simply refuse to shrink yourself, it challenges their worldview or ego. This triggers what psychologists call cognitive dissonance, a mental conflict when new information contradicts existing beliefs. If they've built their identity around being the smartest, the most successful, or the moral authority, your competence, intelligence, or different perspective puts that identity at risk. Instead of growing or adapting, their brain chooses the easier path, devalue and hate you. By disliking you, they neutralize the threat. If I hate them, their opinion doesn't matter. If they're bad, I'm still good. This is ego defense at its core. You don't even have to do anything wrong. Simply being authentic, capable, or different is enough to activate their insecurity. Highly insecure individuals are especially prone to this reaction. They perceive independent, self-assured people as dangerous because those qualities expose their own self-doubt. The hatred is preemptive self-protection. Recognize this pattern so you stop wondering, what did I do? Most times, nothing. Your strength simply highlights their weakness. Stay true to yourself. The right people will respect it, and the insecure ones will fade away naturally.
Sometimes people hate you not because of who you are today, but because you unconsciously remind them of someone who hurt them in the past. This is called transference in psychology, a phenomenon where old emotions get redirected onto a new person who shares similar traits. It could be your voice tone, facial expressions, way of speaking, success level, confidence, or even your kindness. If their abusive parent, cheating ex, bullying classmate, or toxic boss had similar characteristics, your brain becomes a trigger. Their nervous system reacts with the same fear, anger, or resentment they felt back then, except now it's aimed at you. They don't realize this is happening. To them, you genuinely feel off or seem fake or arrogant or annoying. But the real target is the ghost from their history, not you. This explains why some hatred feels intensely personal, yet completely irrational or disproportionate. Trauma survivors are especially vulnerable to transference because unhealed wounds stay active. Your mere existence can reopen old pain without you ever knowing. Compassion helps here. Their reaction is a scar speaking, not your worth being judged. You can't fix their past, but you can protect your peace by not engaging with people who project old pain onto you. Distance is often the healthiest response. Crab mentality, also called crab bucket syndrome, is a powerful metaphor for why groups sometimes hate individuals who try to rise above. Imagine crabs in a bucket. When one tries to climb out, the others pull it back down. No single crab escapes because the group enforces mediocrity. In human terms, this happens in families, friend groups, workplaces, or communities where success is seen as a betrayal of the collective identity. If everyone is struggling and you start winning, better job, better mindset, better life, your growth highlights their stagnation. Instead of celebrating you, they resent you for leaving the bucket. Psychologically, it's rooted in social identity theory and fear of abandonment. Your success threatens the group's shared narrative of victimhood or limitation. By hating or sabotaging you, they preserve the status quo and avoid facing their own lack of effort or courage. This mentality is especially toxic in environments that reward conformity over individuality. People stuck in crab buckets will criticize, gossip, exclude, or undermine anyone breaking free, not because you're wrong, but because your freedom exposes their chains. Break free anyway. Seek circles where growth is cheered, not punished. The crabs will always try to pull you back. Don't let guilt or loyalty keep you trapped. Your escape inspires the ones ready to climb too. A surprising but very real reason people hate you, you don't need their validation. People who crave approval, praise, or social acceptance feel deeply threatened by those who don't. When you make decisions without asking for their opinion, stay calm despite criticism, pursue your path unapologetically, or remain unbothered by rejection, it exposes their dependency. They live for external likes, nods, and you're right, so your independence feels like arrogance or disrespect to them. In reality, it's not arrogance, it's self-trust. But to approval seekers, self-trust looks like a personal insult. How dare you not care what I think? Their ego interprets your autonomy as rejection, even though you're simply living your life. This triggers resentment, passive aggression, or outright hatred. Psychologically, this ties to locus of control. People with external locus feel powerless unless others affirm them. Your internal locus disrupts their worldview. They may try to bring you down, like who do you think you are, to restore their sense of influence. The irony is, the less you chase approval, the more magnetic and respected you become to healthy people. The approval addicts will always resent you. Let them. Their hatred is just feedback that you're free. Keep owning your life without apology. Here's the most important truth. 80 to 90% of the time, people's hatred towards you has almost nothing to do with you. It's a reflection of their internal war. Everyone carries pain, shame, trauma, insecurity, regret, or unhealed wounds. When those feelings become too heavy, the mind looks for an external target to dump the discomfort. You become that convenient target, not because you deserve it, but because you're visible, different, successful, kind, confident, or simply there. Psychologists call this displacement, redirecting negative emotions from the real source, themselves, onto a safer object, you. Hatred becomes their coping mechanism. It gives temporary relief from self-loathing. Add social media, stress, comparison culture, and mental health struggles, and the world is full of people projecting, envying, and displacing onto whoever stands out. You're not the cause. You're the screen they project their movie onto. This realization is freedom. Next time someone hates you for no clear reason, remind yourself, this is their storm, not my sky. If you genuinely hurt someone, own it, apologize, and grow. But in most unexplained cases, detach emotionally. Their hate is data about their inner world, not your worth. Protect your peace, keep evolving, and let miserable people stay miserable. Your light isn't meant for everyone.